بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. The 23rd rule: desiring worldly things destroys good heart deeds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whoever desires the life of this world and its adornments, we fully repay them for the deeds therein, and they therein will not be deprived. Surah Al-Hud, Ayah 15. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, or said this about their deeds, and lost is what they did therein, in Surah Al-Hud, Ayah 16. This includes the heart's deeds, and the word desires indicates continuity in seeking the life of this world. Desiring worldly things has many forms. One neglects the hereafter and focuses only on this life, so he disregards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His guidance commands. The criterion for wanting this life is that the life becomes the only stimulus for all of his actions and sayings. The absolute purity and sincerity is to have the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the only stimulus for actions and sayings. Between these two peaks, purity and sincerity, lie many levels. The believer strives to keep his intentions for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. This may take a lifetime practice, but when he reaches sincerity, he reaches Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Desiring worldly things destroys the good heart's deeds, which includes damaging the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because one shares this love with worldly things. Inside his heart, the more he attached to this life, the less love of Allah remains in his heart. The same thing applies to one who likes to be lauded, and whoever desired this life will make tawakkul on someone or other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same thing can be said for al-raja, al-yaqeen, khawf wa sidq. Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah ta'ala wrote in Kitab Tawheed, where he emphasized purification of the heart's will to do good deeds for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. This is one of the secrets of rewards reduction for a mujahid in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and get his share of ghanima, booty, receive in advance 2/3 of the reward in the hereafter, and only 1/3 will remain to his credit. If he does not receive any booty, he will get his full reward, narrated in Sahih Muslim. The cure for that is establish sincerity in the heart, seeking only the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding this life as a fuel to the hereafter, and not being attached to anything or anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This life becomes in his hand and not in his heart, and living through it according to what pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.